Nice beast. So today we are not gonna target the big open water systems. We're not gonna hunt for big pike, even though it would be nice to catch one. I've never caught one here, but Frans has some experience here from the past. The past is, I think, probably a strong word for today. We are gonna do the battle of the classics. We are gonna fish with some lures that we started out in our childhood with. Frans is gonna explain which 5 lures he's gonna pick for today. Small little wobbers, crankbaits, a numbers point and a big fish point, and we can only use 5 lures. I think that will be a good set of rules.
Yeah, perfect. Cool.
So 5 lures, big fish point, number point. Now we need to do it differently because otherwise it can be a tie. Scheiße, Alter.
Alter Schwede.
Yes, that's what we're gonna do. Just gonna make a numbers game, so whoever catches the most fish, and if it's a tie, then the biggest fish adds another point. Yeah? Settled. Let's go.
Battle of the classics. Anyone who knows me knows that I never throw stuff away. I got a lot of classics left, so I had to make a choice. We're only gonna fish with 5 lures today. I'm gonna talk to you about 5 of my favorite classics. The first one is gonna be this, the big S from Shakespeare. I think when I was a kid, only 12 years old, I fished with this a lot. Really like the wobbly action, the way it floats. That's not funny. And caught a lot of fish on these. Number 2 will be this old fellas. I have to choose one. I guess I'm going for the green one. This is the Mans 1-. Also very comparable to the big S, only it runs more shallow. A lot of rattles in it. Then there's this one, the crane bait.
You got a crane?
Yeah.
No, dude.
Yeah.
Do they make them anymore?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they are being made anymore. But I had a lot of these butchered because they're so soft. The wood is so soft. When you catch a few big ones on it, the varnish is going to crack, water goes inside, and then they just fall apart. But this one is still pretty unscathed. And then we have this one over here. Yeah, this is actually the first Rapala lure I ever bought in a store. I saved up my, wat is zakgeld?
Pocket money.
Yeah, I saved up my pocket money and spent it on this lure. Pretty neat. I caught a 113 in these waters on it.
You removed the middle treble as well.
Yeah. At the time I fished with all 3 trebles, but they were pretty blunt and I had to replace them in time. And then I thought, well, hey, why not just use 2 trebles?
Yeah.
And when you think about it, it was a big question back then. 3 trebles or 2? And nowadays, nah.
First 4 was gonna be number 5.
It's gotta be this one.
Oh, you got one too.
Yeah.
You got one too.
Yeah, the Rapala J9 and J11, the jointed. Man, did I catch fish on these. Even big ones. And the orange one was, especially in these waters, a really good color. I thought it was because of crayfish, but all kinds of theories, but...
Those are the 5 players for today.
Yeah.
So Frans has a selection of 5 lures. I'm a bit bummed out that he had the Rapala jointed. I couldn't find mine. I think I lost them somewhere along the road of intensive big lure pike fishing. But I got a couple of new Rapala jointed. I'm gonna go a bit bigger than Frans is going. Still feels super tiny. This is the jointed 13. There's always something to it, opening the fresh little box and getting a fresh lure out of it and sniffing it. And remember back in the days when you showed up with a thing like this on the banks or in the boat, and then your buddy would start laughing at you like, oh Jesus, are you gonna fish for sharks, bro? Like 14 centimeters. Like this is the size we used to fish for perch in Zandvoort.
Yes.
Yes, but we're gonna head back into our pike fishing game with these. Screaming Devil. I found one fresh out of the box. So these are one of the first baits I started using when pike fishing. A lot of small metal balls inside, creates a ton of noise. Quite tiny, I think it's 14 centimeters as well, and this is 100 gram, which is a bit too heavy for where we're fishing today. But I'm gonna fish it with a really short line behind the boat because I couldn't find the 49 gram version, which is a suspending one.
You can borrow the one I brought.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
My editing room has a wall with all kinds of beaten up lures on, and this was the lure that was hanging on the wall. Like, this is the biggest lure we're gonna use today, I guess. I'm a bit hesitant to use it because I don't want to lose it. This is actually my first bulldog that I ever bought. It's beaten up, got cracks everywhere, so I might need to get out the soldering tool. As always with these bulldogs, just cut off the big treble in the back because you will only lose fish and you will only damage fish even more. Even the eye socket is rusty and stuff. I need to put some new trebles underneath it, and as you can see, there's a metal frame inside, and that thing starts to tear and bend once you catch a couple of fish. Good to go. This is a really tiny one. A Rapala original, floating, and it has 3 trebles underneath it as well, which is a bit too much, I guess. So yeah, I need to get one of the hooks out, probably remove the middle treble. I'm gonna use Scout swim bait.
Oh, it's going overboard.
13 fishing A2 underneath it. This rod goes up to 140 gram. It's a bit heavy, but I brought this rod intentionally to fish the bulldog with, so I have a bit of power to set the hook. I remember when I started fishing with big rubber baits and I started using, you know, bulldogs like this, 12-inch bulldogs with a 30-35 gram spinning rod, and I lost a lot of fish. And then I started asking some people like Dick van Hatten, the old legend from Meetsuper.nl, what the hell's going on? Why am I missing so many fish? And well, it was an easy fix. I was just fishing way too light. And this is the Scout Lunker with a 30 fishing reel concept set. Really light stuff, but for the little crankbaits and the jointeds, this should be perfect, and will give me a lot of sport as well. Prepping the final stuff in the boat. Let's see who will win the Battle of the Classics. Well, fish number 1, bit chaotic because there was a rowing boat. Well, you can tell that we're not really used to fishing on these small little water systems anymore. I think we looked into the end here, buddy.
Inte bra. Fuck.
Oh, shit. Hang on.
Yeehaw! I was fishing the Mans 1 minus on a baitcaster. Sean mentioned that the action of it wasn't really wild. So I just switched to a spinning rod, and like 20 seconds later we had this little bugger taking it. The biggest one. Look at this! So much fun on these light little rods. untangling a bit of a mess.
Desperate times, guys. I'm switching to the pink Screaming Devil. Frans had a floating version in his tackle box. I don't think Frans is gonna switch. His 1- combined with the jointed 11. He has the number point and he also snatched the big fish point from me, so I gotta do something. We're almost close to the little bridge where I missed that bigger fish, so maybe.
Hey, die kon ik eens niet van de water. Oh, kijk eens. Dat is echt groot. Wow. We had a whole lot of plans for today. As you can see, the sun is already setting. I think we have about an hour left. We've got 6 fish now. Pretty nice if you ask me. The water is 4.6 degrees. It's really wintry. Really nice to see the pike from these shallow waters.
Thanks for that Screaming Devil, buddy.
Welcome.
You know what they say about, borrowing lures always produces the biggest fish. Can you give me the pliers over there? Fish point.
Certainly the biggest. So that's 3 fish for you.
Yes, 3 for me, 4 for Frans. I got the big fish point, you got the number, so I need to catch 1 if I want to win this. So, the big fish point only counts when it's a tie. So who knows? We got like half an hour left. Hoogmap inderdaad.
Hij is hier nog iets laag.
Ja. Oh, we zitten in Utrecht. Yo, vis. Yes, number 4.
Hoe dan?
Mooie vis ook. J13. Nice. Well, this is fish number 4 for me. Fish number 8 in total. I'd say we have a wonderful day. Not the biggest pike, but super fun to do, especially on light tackle.
The day is almost a wrap and we had 8 fish, both 4. Unfortunately, the one holding the camera won the battle.
To be honest, I think we should do this one more time, but then do like a battle of the classics from the banks. I'm gonna put the camera down because I need to dodge that little bridge over there, but thanks for watching, see ya!